Look at that sun. Look at that day. Minus the bouncy road. Tomorrow, I have to get up at like 3:30 in the morning and get to Allied Service for like 4:20. That's gonna suck. Doing the check presentation tomorrow, so I gotta be there. But man, getting up that early is not gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to come home and grab like an hour nap before I have to go to work. Spoiler, I didn't get a nap and I'm really tired right now. So I'll head home, jump back in bed for hopefully an hour, and then get up and go to work. I'm feeling a lot better now. And I think the only thing that's gonna help me get better quicker is to run and stretch all my muscles out that are stiff. So that's what I wanna do. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Box. Still not my lights. Got an email about them this morning. They're still in back order. So I think I'm gonna call B&H and see if they can recommend me lights that are similar and get a different set of lights, because I can really use my lights. There it is. I knew those. A tab. Of course my phone goes off now. Let's see what we got. Well, I know it. I know it's in here. It's all smashed down. Okay, I did some complaining last week that I didn't have a GoPro because it disappeared. Tore this place apart looking for it. Cannot find it. Don't know what happened to it. So I gotta get another one. Now, focus. Why did I get a Hero4 black instead of a Hero5? I'll tell you. The reviews for the 5 were kind of split down the middle. Mostly what I'm reading is that there's no major upgrade benefit to the Hero5, and the LCD screen is very fragile and breaks very easily. I've seen a couple YouTubers that I watch actually ruin theirs because they're not waterproof. They're not waterproof. The camera got wet. Oh, it's taped on the side. My suspicion is it's because they're using them like they would use a normal GoPro and bashing them around and tossing them and everything like you would do with one of these in a waterproof case. But because there's no case to protect the camera, you're cracking it. Probably put a crack in it somewhere, maybe on that LCD screen, and then water gets in and you ruin the camera. In addition, you can't get a... See, there's this little mount. It's like the sticky mounts, but it should have been clipped in, and it wasn't. It's just bouncing around. So it's fine. It's in a case. I don't need this case. I have the good heavy-duty waterproof one, so this is just an extra. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's because people are like throwing these around like they would if they're in a plastic case like this. Because people are tossing them around in a case, they break. And the thing that I really, really hate about GoPro is the battery life on these things absolutely sucks. You buy one of these, the new one's $400. The Hero5s are $400. This is $350. So you go ahead and you spend $400 on a Hero5, and then the battery dies. Like they tell you, I don't even know what the battery life. I can't actually find any good specs. But I've had like, I get about a half an hour out of a Hero5 or a Hero4. But you get one of these expanded battery packs, and you actually get like an hour out of it. So for the same price of a GoPro Hero5, I got a Hero4 that all the reviews say is exactly the same, and I got an extra battery pack, so I actually get battery life and the thing will last. One of the other downsides to the new Hero5s is the voice activation. Downside with voice activation, you ask? Well, let me explain. People use these as their main cameras. And even just in New York City, walking around, there's tons of people vlogging and taking selfies. And a lot of them are using their cell phones, but a lot of them are using GoPros. And with the voice activation, you can't do that with the Hero5 because the LCD screen's on the back, so there's no battery booster. You can't buy the battery booster. This thing will actually last now. And the thing with a GoPro with voice activation is you can just yell, GoPro, record, GoPro, take a picture. Well, if you're walking down the street and I see you got a fancy, because they're a lighter gray, you can easily pick it up and tell what it is. I can say, GoPro, take a picture. GoPro, stop recording. And I can mess up your video. So it's not actually worth it. Like, I'm sure you can turn that feature off, but most people aren't going to think to turn it off until they've already had their video ruined. Like, it's great, I guess, if you have the drone flying and you got a Karma and you just yell up to it, GoPro, take a picture. Yeah, that's cool, but if I'm trying to film and I'm getting a shot, generally, I mount these to things. So, if I have this in a weird position, it doesn't matter that there's an LCD screen on the back of it. I can't see that anyway. I'm using my phone or my tablet to see and monitor what I'm filming. And I can control the camera remotely, which I love. I just use the app. I don't see why I need to have an LCD screen on the back, because all that's going to do is make an already crappy battery life even worse, because now you're powering this full color touchscreen that I'm not using anyway, and it's just sucking the battery life away. I did some research. I read the reviews. I came to my own personal decision that for me, the Hero4 Black with an expanded battery pack is the perfect GoPro for me at the current time. Now, if they can go with the Hero6 next year or 2 years, whenever they come out with it, I think they do like every year or so, and actually make a battery that lasts, I'd love to have a touchscreen on the back. That'd be cool. But until I can have a touchscreen on the back, but the camera will actually have battery life and last, the touchscreen's worthless to me. That means nothing. I don't care if there's a touchscreen on the back, because again, I'd say 90% of the time, I'm not going to use this. Maybe every once in a while, like I could see maybe if when I'm running with it, I can frame out my shot, but for the most part, if I'm pointing it in this direction, it says, well, I think 170 degree lens. If I'm pointing it in this direction, I'm getting 170 degrees of that way. Horizontal 170 degrees. I know what I'm getting. I can figure it out. I'll never call myself an expert in anything, but I'm pretty good with a few things. And this is one of those things I'm pretty good with. It's an action camera. It's basic. There's not a ton to it. Yeah, there's a lot of technology that goes into making this little camera be a phenomenal little camera. But to use it, the user experience is pretty straightforward. I don't need bells and whistles that simplify my experience that's already simple. This is a bigger LCD screen than the little one that goes on the back here anyway, and I can control it remotely. And if I need a bigger screen, I'll grab the iPad. You make your own decision, do some research, make an informed decision for yourself. My opinion, for my use, this is the perfect GoPro for me. That may change in the future if I play with the Hero5. I haven't played with one. I went all over trying to find an open one, but you go to Best Buy and was it Target, a bunch of stores, like big box stores, the stores that you would expect to have something like this out. The Best Buys had the new Nikon action cameras out to play with, but they didn't have any GoPros. They have them, but they're locked in a case. They don't have displays out to play with. So I have yet to put my hands on a new GoPro, or the GoPro Hero 5. In summation, really just do some reading, check them out, pick which one's going to work best for you. The Hero 4 with the battery pack is personally what's going to work best for me. You might have a different user experience. Cool. Over the weekend, I did some research, and most of the things that I mentioned about the Hero 5 were comments or complaints that came up more than once. I've already seen, I think, 2 or 3 of the Hero 5s
break and leak water and the camera get ruined. And that's not so good because they've been out for, what, a month or so now? Maybe 2 months? I don't remember exactly the release date. If you watch some bigger YouTubers, Casey Neistat mostly, in his opinion, the Hero 5 is the best GoPro they ever made. If you listen to GoPro, the Hero 5 is the best GoPro they ever made. If you can get your hands on one of each and play with them, by all means do that. I could be completely wrong. As I said, I have yet to put my hands on a Hero 5. Maybe in the future I'll get to play with one and my mind will change and I'll buy one of those too. I'm not saying the Hero 5 is a bad camera. It's just not what I needed right now. Maybe it's what you need.